The NHL's Department of Player Safety handed down discipline on Sunday, suspending 2 players for separate roughing incidents that crossed the league's line. Calgary Flames forward John Beecher and Winnipeg Jets defenseman Logan Stanley were each suspended for 1 game following plays that drew significant attention and sparked debate around player conduct. Beecher's suspension stems from an incident early in the first period of Calgary's loss to the Nashville Predators. During a heated scrum near the Flames bench, Nashville forward Michael McCarron dropped his gloves and began throwing punches. As a linesman stepped in and restrained McCarron, Beecher delivered a bare-knuckle punch to McCarron's head while he was defenseless. The moment was brief, but it was enough to trigger league review. On the ice, Beecher was assessed a roughing minor along with a 10-minute misconduct. The night grew worse for the young forward when he later left the game injured after fighting Nashville defenseman Nick Hague in the second period. While emotions were clearly running high, the league made it clear that striking an opponent who was being restrained by an official is unacceptable, regardless of the circumstances that led to the altercation. In Winnipeg, Logan Stanley found himself facing similar consequences for an incident that unfolded in the second period against the Ottawa Senators. Stanley threw an unloved punch directly to the face of Brady Tkachuk, who was not expecting contact at the time. The hit immediately enraged Tkachuk and escalated tensions on the ice. Officials penalized Stanley with a roughing minor and an illegal equipment minor, while Tkachuk received a 10-minute misconduct for his reaction following the play. Although no serious injury was reported, the league determined that the punch warranted supplemental discipline due to its nature and the vulnerability of the opposing player. What makes both suspensions notable is that neither Beecher nor Stanley had any prior history of fines or suspensions in the NHL. Beecher, just 24 years old, has appeared in 155 career games, while the 27-year-old Stanley has played in 242 contests. Clean disciplinary records did not spare them from punishment, but they likely helped limit the suspensions to a single game. The NHL continues to emphasize player safety and accountability, especially when it comes to strikes delivered to unsuspecting or restrained opponents. These rulings serve as reminders that while hockey is a physical and emotional sport, there are firm boundaries that cannot be crossed. As the season pushes forward, both players will now miss a game, their teams will adjust, and the message from the league is clear. Retaliation and uncontrolled punches, particularly in vulnerable situations, will be met with swift consequences, no matter a player's history or intentions.